Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory here on FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. This is episode number 24 and today is the day. Today's the day that I'm actually going to get stuck in and play some weekend league. And what you're going to see are the highlights of the first 10 games that I played on Friday, yesterday. Alright. I want to have a word with you lot. Whichever one of you in the comments said that it was easier than Rivals, you were just lying to me straight up. No, it might be for you, but it's certainly not easier for me. So randomly at the start of this episode, you're going to see me buying a few Verrattis. I figured that he was a pretty good price for an 86 overall. I'm not spending my coins right now, so it's kind of like an investment. We just got Player of the Month Hazard come out, and we just got that flashback Wanfran, I believe it is, come out. So it's like you kind of already, they're already starting to require high-rated teams and stuff. And I was just like, I don't think it's a bad idea to pick someone like that up, because I seem to remember when like icons started happening last year. Then that's when like Pepe and all the other 86s went crazy high in price. Now, we haven't had any icon SBCs. I don't know if we're getting them or them being on the market. Is that it? I'm not sure. But the fact that we're getting like Player of the Month and like flashback SBCs and stuff that requires a relatively high rating, I just feel like it's not a bad idea. Who knows how long they'll be sat in my transfer list for? But if they do go up a few K and it doesn't look like we're getting any other SBCs that could bump prices up, then I will of course just flog them on for a little bit of profit. But I don't see us making a loss there. I'm not too sure. So this is our aim this weekend. Silver 1 or Gold 3. If it's going like pathetically horribly bad and I am just hating every moment of it, which after day one I'm kind of hating every single moment of it. I don't enjoy it at all. So it's not something that you can expect to see a huge amount of going forward. Just a heads up. Then yeah, maybe I'd stop at Silver 1 as soon as I got to 11 wins for a player pick pack, or maybe if we can continue to go on to Gold 3, that would be quite nice as well, obviously, to get 2 player pick packs. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days, and I actually know what I've already forgotten to tell you. I haven't done it yet, have I? I've not done it in today's episode. If you guys haven't already done so, hit me with a thumbs up on today's video. Don't forget to do that, and of course, continue to support the series. It's been 24 days in a row. It's pretty good, and I am loving how things are going. I'm loving how the team's looking and all of that. If you could continue to share your support on the series, that would be golden. Now, I'm 1-1 in this game, and I smashed the underside of the bar with Bobby Firmino. I get into the box, but, well, it sort of works out for me in the end, but it was complete and utter luck that I get a rebound that just literally falls straight to my player, but that does seem to happen quite a lot in this game, doesn't it? Now, playing like 10 competitive games in a day does make you sort of realise, and it does make you see certain things that you think, alright, that's a load of rubbish. It makes you see things that like, I can't believe this is happening to me. And I lose my first game, 4-2. Fair enough. I'd say that guy was just better than me. It's not nice to lose your first game. It doesn't set you in the best mindset going forwards. But hopefully we can get a win in our game number 2 here. That would be quite nice to at least level it up and go 1-1. But one thing I was majorly struggling with in this game, apart from trying to keep a cool, calm head, because I lose my head so quickly, it's unreal. But it's the way that I feel like my players are stuck in mud, and it's not a connection thing. It's just like they don't move. They take terrible touches, and they don't turn, twist, and move quick enough. Whereas my opponents seem to flow fluidly, and I don't know whether it's just them being better than me, or it makes me feel like there's this like one button that I've not found that everyone else has found, which means that your players move smoothly. That's how I kind of feel right now, which is really odd. It's an odd feeling to have as we go 2-1 up in this game right here. Bobby Firmino started to show up again and actually managing to win me a game. Got 2 goals quite early in the second half, and we were able to hold out quite nicely to get a 2-1 win. So now we are 1-1. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, I don't think I'm holding sprint too much, especially when I'm receiving the ball. I think I'm not pressing sprint, but because I held it just before or just after, I don't know whether that then affects how light or dodgy the touch is going to be. It's kind of odd, Beautiful front three that guy's got, by the way. Purple Lucas, red Lacazette, and blue Mane. Really, really nice team. It took until the 60th minute for him to get a goal against me, and that was quite a nice finish from UCL Mane, I'm not going to lie. Can we get one back, though? Well, it's looking likely because I whip it up with Fred, and what are you going to do when the ball's in the air? You're going to straight up volley it, aren't you? And I did mean to do that. I pressed in the right stick so that the ball would flick up in the air. But take a little look at that for a slice of luck for my opponent in the 89th minute or the 90th minute, whatever it was. Oh, his substitute red, Josh King, was able to get him the winner. And it's just crazy. Like, I deflect the ball. I seem to intercept the ball, but it just goes straight through for my opponent to end up getting a 90th minute winner, which definitely sucked. It led me to doing this tweet right here, which, well, actually ended up doing quite well and kind of banging, which was quite funny. But yeah, next game. So I believe right now we are 1-2. Not great. I definitely don't want to be 1-3. It's not looking very good for us, is it? Because we go 1-0 down straight away, and then 4 minutes on the clock, I'm 2-0 down. So I've already told myself, okay, this one's probably going to be a loss. Son whips it in, and Lucas does score a goal. I had a weird bug in this game where the nets didn't move. That happened a little bit on FIFA 18 every now and again, but I don't quite know why. Weak foot from Malcolm, finesse shot, just goes into the back of the net. Annoyingly, I can't believe that goes in, but okay, fair enough. And another finesse shot goes in the back of the net, and at this point, I think I'd had enough. Is this where it might be one of the games? There's a couple games where I just couldn't be bothered. I was like, no, my head has fully gone, and I rage quit, as you could see. So I'm now 1-3, and form, I believe, is a thing on the weekend league. So I'm now effectively -2 for form, you know, because we went -1 after losing. We go back to 0 again after getting our record equal, and then we lost 2. So we're now on like a -2 form, and it should be matchmaking me against people that are on a very similar form. So in my opinion, someone that's going negative at the moment or something like that. Now, this next game that I go into did seem to be considerably easier. I went 2-0 up, 23 minutes on the clock. I play it through to Heung-min Son. I go 3-0 up, and that's when my opponent here had enough. So I'm wondering, like, if that's a thing, and whether or not staying around this sort of anywhere below 0 is going to be best for getting the games which you can actually win at someone at my level. I don't know. So we go up another form, effectively up from 1-3 to now 2-3. So we're now on -1 on form, and we're officially ranked because we played 5 games. 5 to go in this episode right here. But Higuain scores against me, another finesse shot. You'll notice that a lot of the goals I'm scoring and pretty much all of the goals my opponents are scoring are finesse shots. It does tell me that they seem to be, I don't know whether or not they're OP. I would say the corners are more OP, which I think is what he scores from right now. I would say they're more disastrous right now, and I feel like that should be addressed more, or whether it's not, or the finesse shots, whether or not they are OP or just very useful. Don't forget, because we had that side-footed shot instead of the lace shot for like the first 2 weeks of this game, people have obviously had to adapt and use finesse shots, whereas who knows whether or not the powerful lace shot could be a nice, crazy good shot to take. We're all still trying to get used to that one at this point, so I don't know when to take that shot or not. But this is another game, I believe, where I lose. So I'm now at 2 wins and 4 losses. And we then move into another one, which is against a Premier League side. Doesn't look too bad. I would say my team is better than this, although he has got an 89 rated David Silva, so looks like a good player. Now, Lucas gets past a couple defenders there, one of the very few times where I found myself with a little bit of space on the edge of the box, and I green time finesse it into the back of the net. Beautiful ball from David Silva, and Zaha whips it across for Martial to nod in. I would expect Martial to do that, and because I've got a very small fullback, so it wasn't going to be great for me in an aerial battle, so no problems with that one right there. I then cut back and hit a nice perfectly green timed finesse shot again with Bobby Firmino, and that one flies into the back of the net, you know, increasing our lead or giving us back our lead. And then I do score yet another finesse here. Just a few moments later with Lucas, I managed to get through the defense once more, and at 3-1 my opponent had enough. So we then go from a -2 form to a -1 form form again, and we get another win. So we now have 3 wins and 4 losses. So it's not going good. It's really not going good. I'd be interested, actually, if you guys... Do you guys split it up into 3 days? Do you do your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 matches per day? If so, what was your day 1 score? How's it going on day 2 for you? I'd be very curious to know. This game right here might have been the most frustrating one I've played, and I think this one was the one where I kind of like wrecked my vocal cords a little bit and probably bruised my hands a little bit from punching the table. It does get crazy. I get crazy angry at this game. It's not good. It really isn't. I don't know if I'm the only one. I can't be the only one. But I get like stupidly ragey and angry. I hate myself when I'm playing it this bad. Which is why I like to play casually and calm and get wins and have fun and score nice goals, you know, because I become a horrible person when I play in the stupidly competitive modes in this game. So I think I rage quit that one when it goes to like 4-0 or 4-1, whatever it was. It was a game that I was never going to win. Yes, you miss out on the 400 points if you do the rivals points if you do quit the game. But at that point, I was so angry I just didn't care. I just wanted to get out of there. It wasn't good for me to stay into that one. That's the best goal that I've scored in the weekend league so far. Beautiful flick up from Bobby Firmino, and he literally hit stanchion as he volleyed that one into the top corner. That was literally the definition of top bins. A really nice volley from Roberto Firmino right there. I get equalised on, and it was Ben Yedder that got a header against me. So I'm wondering where my defender is in that situation, because Ben Yedder's a small striker and shouldn't be winning aerial stuff. But I hit him with my own header at the back post there. Moussa Dembele pushing up further, and Heung-min Son whipping it across to him. Now I nearly score with Bobby Firmino, and it actually comes out to Lucas, and that's where I get the goal right there. And does my opponent have enough at that point? I can't remember. Oh no, this game. I remember this game. I'm 3-1 up, and I think he's like going to quit or something. All of a sudden, Ben Yedder flicks it over and bangs one into the top of the net with a lovely volley. And all of a sudden, there's 25 minutes left, and I'm only 1 goal up. This is nerve-wracking. And then Josh King just fires one roof of the net. How has he stopped there? I mean, it's red Josh King, so this guy is obviously a weekend league pro. Was able to get himself some rewards from last week. Anderson Talisca, though, goes straight up the other end and restores my lead. So I'm now 4-3 up again. 7-goal thriller so far in this match. Is there to be any more goals? Am I going to concede again? That is the big question. But actually, we're on the attack, and I play it through to my striker. Apparently Rabiot was playing up front. Who knows why? I don't really understand why. He was a bit out of position. But yeah, he was the one that was through on goal. And I do, extend my lead and get a 5-3 win. So a nice 8-goal thriller, that game right there. And that brings me up to, how many have I lost? Have I lost 5 and now 1-4. Okay, so I'm at 4 and 5 right now. 9 games played. So 1 more left in today's episode. It's against a really nice team. He's got blue UCL Nainggolan. He's got in-form Neymar, regular Mbappe, and also an icon Raul up front. So I was like, yep, this is going to be a loss. I'm going to end the day on 4 wins and 6 losses, which is super embarrassing. But yeah, that's just the way it's going to go, right? Well, I went 1-0 up, and then all of a sudden I kind of went 2-0 up in this game. For some reason, he didn't really know how to defend very well. And then that's the dodgiest goal I've scored all day. The previous match, Bobby scored an absolute belter, but then that one was that he had nothing to do with it. He had no idea that deflected shot from Fabinho was going to hit him and end up in the back of the net. So I go 3-0 up. Now, very early in the second half, under 10 minutes played in the second half, Neymar's able to squeeze one under the goalkeeper at the near post. Shouldn't have happened. And then Lucas Leiva scores a header from a corner, which is, again, not good. And then yet another corner happens, and Mounier scores this time. And I, my friends, have just bottled a 3-goal lead to take this one to extra time. And it gets worse, because then in extra time, Mbappe scores off of kickoff, and I'm now the guy which was 3-0 up and is now 4-3 down. So I'm actually fully going to bottle this game. Yeah, that's just what happened, isn't it? But the saving grace was that Mounier gets wiped in the box, but Firmino plays on. sticks it into the roof of the net with just a few moments left, and that is that. This one's going to penalties, guys. Can I beat this lad on penalties? We shall see, shall we? I get the first one. I fake him to go right and then go kind of down the middle. He didn't change his direction, so I could see exactly where he was going, so I saved the first one. I did the exact same again for both penalties on the second one, mine and his. I saved him, so we're 2-0 up here. I then stuck with my guns and went right, scored the goal, saved Neymar's penalty, and that, my friends, is how you win a penalty shootout 3-0. And that was the scoreline before we started bottling it. So yeah, I can't believe that one. I nearly let that slip, and that would have been so bad. But I guess it's kind of like alright-ish to say a terribly average FIFA player like me has gone 5-5 so far in the weekend league. Now, I'm not brand new to the weekend league. I've played some of it before. I've never really completed a full one. Like I say, I just don't enjoy it. But I know I've gone 5-0 before. I know I've gone 10-1 before, or 9-1 before. So, and I know I've also gone like 3-7. So we're in the middle here. We've got 5 wins. We've got 5 losses. We've not spent a penny on the team, of course, and it is still looking like it can compete. I'm just really struggling with the gameplay right now, and everyone in there does seem to be super heavy competition for me. And I guess that's because I'm at Division 4, Division 5 level, as opposed to a lot of these guys who are probably Division 3, 2, 1. You never know, right? But guys, do me a favour, smash a thumbs up if you did enjoy. There are 20 more games for me to go, but we will be stopping at either 11 or 14 wins, if that's even possible, unless I have a complete meltdown. It should happen. But guys, yeah, smash a like on the vid. Don't forget to sub to the channel if you're new. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments section. And thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.